YouTube, how we doing? PPS here. YouTube play of the day. We got a early video out this morning. We're a little bit before 8. Coming at you guys with 2 college basketball spots. We got some conference tournaments starting up. March action happening. I think this is last days for a lot of these bigger conferences. So hopefully we'll be able to pop in here and make you guys some money quick today. Coming off of another winner, we had Lipscomb coming out here with a big performance. They didn't cover. Like I said, I didn't really want to trust a cover there with the offensive firepower of Lipscomb, but ended up cashing there and getting us to 4 straight on the show. We still are rolling here. 500 so far, obviously not great, but hopefully you've been following over on Past the Prop and cashing those. Obviously, we played Toledo last night. They ended up coming through. I posted that over on Action as well. Make sure you guys are following over there. That helps me out a lot. Obviously, you want to have as many of you guys see what we're playing daily. So hopefully we'll be seeing a few of you guys pop over there. I had quite a few more people jump in with the group for March, just because March Madness is around and it's time to really lock in. So let's start out with our first play of the day. I'm going to be heading over to DraftKings here to start us off, and it's going to be Cornell team total over 43.5 in the first half. That is minus 110. Cornell facing off against Columbia. First matchup was 94-83. Cornell scored 51 points in that first half. The fast break points are going to be there, right? I always look at Cornell as a first half team pretty much exclusively. They're very, very good in the first half. They're number 4 in the country at 41 points per game in the first half. They're getting a home matchup here, and they're averaging 42 points per game in that first half. So this is a big spot for Cornell to kind of put up a show here, right? They're top 70 in terms of offensive efficiency, a top 25 pace team as well. Looking at Columbia, they are dreadful pretty much everywhere except for speed, right? They are 35th in the country in pace. They'll actually pace up Cornell, 336 in adjusted defense. These guys are terrible. Looking at their first half points allowed numbers, 39.1 points per game in the first half. That is the 8th worst in the entire country. They just don't do anything well. That's, I guess, the nice way of putting it. They're not big. They're not a big team. They're not good at guarding the 3-point line, which is really scary against this team at home. Columbia is second worst in the country, allowing 39.1 points per game, or 39.1% from the 3-point line. And Columbia is obviously one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the country. So really scary spot for me to want to back anything to do with this team in Columbia. And Cornell's going to shoot these. They are 12th in the country at 29 3-point attempts per game, and they're very good at doing that. So this just kind of fits the identity of Cornell the most. I think this Columbia team is kind of checked out. They're 8th in the conference. I really don't know what else to say to you guys outside of I think Cornell just absolutely runs this up, and them being at home just makes it even better. So 94 points on the road is pretty impressive, and only shooting 6 free throws, even more impressive, right? That is pretty absurd, right? They shot 4 for 4 from the line and still scored 94 points. That is a hell of a performance there. So that was the first matchup. I'm going to pull up my screen again here so you guys can see what we're rolling with for play number 2. It's going to be Mark Sears over 26.5 points plus assists at minus 111. I'll make sure I get that correct. There we go. And there's not much else to say about what Mark Sears is doing right now outside of this dude is single-handedly carrying this team. I mean, he's been a menace for these guys, man. They've played, 6 straight ranked teams, which in itself is pretty absurd. Auburn, who they play today, was the first one of that round. 18, 35, 30, 21, 24, 30. That's just points, guys. I think he has the opportunity to drop another 30 piece in this spot. Mark Sears has been the man. He shot 18% from three, 23% from two, or from the field, and scored 18 points in that game. When you look at Sears on the season, phenomenal free throw shooter. He's averaging 5 assists per game. And I just don't know who else is going to do it against Auburn. I've been looking at Grant Wilson, and he has just been an absolute bum this year. Transferring over, he was pretty damn good. But this year, I think he's been terrible. I think he's had 4 fouls in, 4 of the last 5 games. Hasn't crossed the 30-minute threshold in any of those, and those are close games that you need to win. I don't know really what else you want Sears to do here. I mean, he's pretty much done everything. He's the leading category guy in everything but rebounds. 19.5 a game, 5 assists per game. He's playing 33 minutes a game. Sears has just been that dude, right? So I don't really see a way that Sears doesn't get here outside of maybe a blowout. Yeah, dude, this guy should absolutely just torch. I think he's got unlimited volume here. We saw 24 attempts in the Florida game, 16, 16, 17, 20, 17, right? Like, as these guys play better teams, you see him show out. So sign me up for Mark Sears, over 26.5 points plus assists. And then we're going Cornell, first half team total over 43.5. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. As always, hit that like button on your way out, and we will see you on Monday for Pass the Prop, and hopefully coming at you guys after a full sweep of this card. So have a good one, guys, and see you Monday.